So I wasn't originally going to create this video because I thought it was cold outside. We've got 68 degrees. It's a little bit cloudy, but it's more cold inside the house. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be cleaning out my car, but first I have to move this one, get it out of the way so I can actually plug in my vacuum. Oh, here come the girls. They're so funny. They're gonna help me out, I'm sure, and definitely not get in the way. Here we go. That clip was supposed to be way cooler, but I noticed that there were chickens in front of my car. So, what are you gonna do? I think my car is pretty clean, but as you can see, I have a bunch of dog fur, dirt, and this napkin. The napkin is for my feet. If it's even a little bit wet outside, my foot will slip right off of the clutch pedal, kind of get like a jerking motion. The back is pretty clean for the most part. I just have a lot of junk in there. I was hoping to do a little bit of detailing as well today so that I can take care of this sticky residue from when the dealership put a vinyl pinstripe on the car. I took it off because it looks dumb. Lady's keeping me company. I'll set up and then I'll get right to it. Now the passenger side is where the real problem lies. So a protein shake had spilled in the passenger side. The lid wasn't on very well and it kind of leaked out slowly into the floor mat, through the floor mat, and into the interior carpet. The interior carpet is one big piece and it's usually held in by all the plastic doodads that you have, all the panels. So things like this plastic panel, the rug goes under this, so you have to take out the seats, the gaskets, the plastic pieces. It was connected up in here, so we had to cut there and buy the seat belt to get the thing to come out. So we got the thing to come out, washed it out. It was maybe 26 degrees or something like that outside. So we're power washing it, getting all the grime off. The reason for going so extreme and trying to get the carpet out of the car was because of the smell. I don't know if you've had a similar issue where something was spilled in your car, like milk or formula or a dog threw up. The smell is bad and it takes a lot to get out. This was washed out with a small wet vac for pet stains, and the smell only got worse. Day by day, the smell got worse. So I brought it up to my friend Max's shop, and that's where we dissected the interior of the car, power washed it, let it air dry for a few days. I didn't have seats in my car for maybe 3 or 4 days. It's relatively quick to pull everything out with 2 people, but I have to clean the passenger side from all the sand and dirt over the past few months. I had been waiting for the other mat to be washed before I introduced it back into my nice clean car, and since then it's just sat. You know, time gets away from you. I have a lot of time on my hands right now, so I figured I would do a fairly deep cleaning of the car, get all the sand and dirt and pet hair out, put the mat in, and wipe everything down inside. Probably put my dog liner back in the back so I can take the dogs to the dog park. Then the exterior, which is usually kind of a project, but this is moving along pretty quick. And like I mentioned earlier, I thought it was going to be cold out, but it's actually pretty toasty. Especially when you're on your hands and knees and getting all the crevices, and the interior of the car is black, of course, so it gets kind of warm in here. I'm gonna grab a drink and I'm gonna get started on this passenger side.
A few moments later.
Now that that's done, we are going to clean some of the junk out of the back of the car, and we're gonna try and get some of this fur out. It's almost a lost cause to do the back seat because that's where the dogs go. I want to put the dog seat cover back on. That's this right here. Might have myself a little breaky break because my arm kind of feels like it's gonna fall off after scrubbing the floors with the vacuum cleaner like that. So I'll see you soon.
More moments later.
In the back seat, I also came across some of my car parts that I have removed with the help of my friend Max. Actually, he did a lot of it. So this is my rear wiper. And in this box is my directionals for my mirrors. I have these black ones instead. They're kind of frosted over. They're sequential, so they look pretty cool when you're turning. I just will show you the back. So I took the wiper off. I never really used it anyway because it was just scratching the window. Easier to clean too. Everything out of the car. I'm gonna try and get rid of this dog fur. Oh, at least most of it. Clean off these seats because they're a little dusty. Put the headrest back in. That's what holds up the dog cover, and we'll get back to you. In case you didn't know, to remove fur from your interior, if you don't have one of those silicone brushes, you can use your hand to remove all the fur into a pile, and it would be also easier to do if you had like a vinyl gloves or any kind of rubbery feeling type of glove, and you can just sweep it up into a big pile and then suck it up with the vacuum cleaner. I don't have either of those things, so I am currently wearing my fingerprints off to do crime. To clean my car. For interior things, I don't really like to use interior cleaner. It leaves kind of like oily residue on everything, and a little bit over time it starts to get kind of sticky. And having a double-coated dog who sheds the way she sheds, that stuff's flying around my car. I don't need it to stick to surfaces even more than it already does. So I use just a regular window cleaner, glass cleaner, and microfiber cloth. I spray the inside of the windshield. I kind of let it marinate, I guess. Break down all the yuck. Wipe it down. Go over it again. I spray this on pretty much every flat surface. If there are electronics involved, I just use the moisture that's already on the microfiber cloth. Yeah, let's get to it then. Let me tell you, I just about had a heart attack when I sprayed and I thought the chrome on my cup holder was coming off because it's kind of picky. This is some kind of ice cream from going to the ice cream place and then sitting in the car. Instead of holding on to it, put it in the cup holder. So that's a relief. It's not actually the chrome coming off. It's just ice cream. So I'm gonna try and wrap up this video because it forecast did say that it's going to become sunny by about 5 p.m. We've got about 40 minutes until then, and it's actually almost looking like it's gonna rain. So I'm gonna throw this in the back of my car and put in the seat protector. Then I think I'm gonna call it a day for now. We'll see what the forecast is for tomorrow to see if it's going to be any nicer, so I can actually wash my car instead. Friday, supposed to be sunny and 79. Looks like from 6 a.m. to noon, it's gonna be pretty good. So I will see you for part 2.